Good morning. A little show and tell and a neat idea on what you can do with knitted cuffs. So, first of all, I got this idea from Newfoundland knitters and people who make things. And this is a Newfoundland top, I think it's called, from uh, Grenfell Mission, which is a company that was in Labrador. And see how they knit this yard. See how they knit this gusset for this wind resistant material? Here we go. And I've had this probably 40 years. And I also knit a cuff and put it on. So that gave me an idea is that sometimes some things that you have are maybe a little bit short. So one time I bought this sweater from Winners. This is also going back a few years now. Sweater from Winners, and I wanted it to be a little bit longer, so I actually crocheted an edge around first. Then I picked up the stitches and I knit the length that I wanted and then bound it off. So I don't know if I can put this on here. Nah, I'm going to get out of the camera, but you get the idea, right? You can extend the length of a sweater, or, oh, I also have pajamas that had a very wide leg and they were long. I'll go get them. Hold on. Here we are. Here's my pajama bottoms. I wear pajamas mostly for lounging around in the house. So these were too long and were flapping around on my ankles. Plus, it doesn't really keep your ankles warm, and that was what I wanted to do, wear some flannel bottoms and just keep warm during the winter. So I knit a cuff and I sewed it on. And when you sew it on, you really have to stretch the bottom of the leg and stretch your knitted cuff piece in order to sew it on. Otherwise, if you just sew it straight on, it'll be too tight. So that works for me. So that brings in the cuffs. That's 3 ideas. Now, we were at Disney a couple of years ago at Christmas time, and they say it's warm in Florida, and you think it's going to be warmer than Ontario weather, but it happened to be -3, I forget what that is in Fahrenheit. Anyway, it was below freezing temperatures in Florida. They were spraying the oranges to create an icy cover on them to help preserve the oranges, and all kinds of things they were doing. So we happened to hit it at a really cold time, so we kept layering and layering our clothes. I had one long sleeve t-shirt. We were layering everything we had. It was all for warm weather, so we just layered up. And finally, I bought a pair of track pants. Minnie Mouse. Let me see where it's. There you go. Minnie Mouse track pants. But here's the funny thing, they shrunk in the leg. So what I am doing, I think you can probably guess at this point, is I have knit these cuffs. I'm going to put them on the end of my pant leg, and in this case I'm actually going to fold the cuff in half so that there's kind of a nice cushy cuff on the end of my pant leg. And again, what I'll do is I will stretch out this while I'm sewing on the cuff. So then it'll look something like this in the end. And of course I picked black because of the Minnie Mouse name being in black. So there's a few ideas. If you ever have a sweater, let's say, that's not long enough in the cuff, you can knit your own cuffs and sew them on. Or a pair of track pants, pair of pajamas, you want to bring them in on the ankle and just have a bit of extra warmth. Or if you want to go through all the, I was going to say trouble, but it's not trouble. All the creation, let's say, of making a top with a V-shaped gusset, neckline, and cuff, then you can. And if you do, let me know. I have not made one of these, but I have years ago knit mittens with this motif on the top of the mitten, and I gave them away. Most of what I knit I give away. So they have actually sewn this by machine, but I'll give you an idea of what the inside looks. Let's see if I can turn the whole thing inside out, which I'm sure I can. Just bear with me. Give it a flick. There we go. So this is the inside, and you can see they've just done a couple lines of stitching to insert their gusset. There you go. So, ideas.